Alright folks, let's dive right in to the fascinating world of gliders and sailplanes. Now you might be wondering, how do these aircraft manage to stay aloft without any engine power? Well, it all comes down to the basic principles of gliding. Picture this. You're at the top of the hill with a skateboard. You start moving downwards, and without even pedaling, you continue to roll down. This is because of gravity pulling you downwards and forwards. Similarly, a glider, once it's been towed to a certain altitude and released, will start to glide downwards and forwards. But unlike the skateboard, a glider is designed to do this very slowly and over great distances. How is that possible? It's all about the design. Gliders and sailplanes have long, wide wings that generate a lot of lift, the force that opposes gravity. These wings allow the glider to descend very slowly. Now here's the fun part, the wind. You see, gliders and sailplanes don't just passively glide down. They actively harness the power of the wind to stay aloft longer, or even to climb. By finding and riding updrafts, columns of rising air, they can gain altitude. It's a bit like an eagle or a vulture soaring on thermals. In essence, gliding isn't just about going down smoothly. It's a delicate dance with the wind. Pilots have to constantly adjust their course and altitude to take advantage of the changing air currents and wind patterns. So next time you see a glider or sailplane effortlessly cruising in the sky, you'll know it's not just falling with style. It's riding the wind, harnessing nature's power for an unpowered yet thrilling flight. It's quite an amazing feat of engineering and piloting skill, isn't it? Now, let's move on to our next topic. Moving on, let's delve into the design and construction of gliders and sailplanes. These aspects are crucial for their ability to stay airborne for extended periods without any engine power. The first thing you'll notice is the wings. Gliders and sailplanes have these incredibly long, slender wings. These are not just for show. They are specifically designed that way to maximize lift and minimize drag. Lift, as you may know, is the upward force that opposes gravity and keeps the aircraft aloft. These wings are often high above the fuselage, a design known as a high wing configuration. This setup allows for better visibility and more clearance for landing on rough terrain. The body, or fuselage, of the glider is streamlined to reduce air resistance or drag. This aerodynamic shape is a result of careful engineering and design. It's crafted to ensure smooth airflow around the structure, which is vital for maintaining speed and altitude. Inside, the cockpit is equipped with an array of instruments that help the pilot navigate and control the aircraft. However, it's kept as light as possible to reduce the weight of the craft. The materials used in the construction of gliders and sailplanes are also significant. Traditionally, they were made of wood and fabric, but with advancements in technology, materials like fiberglass, carbon fiber, and sometimes even Kevlar are used. These materials provide the right balance of strength, durability, and lightness, making them ideal for these types of aircraft. So the extraordinary design and construction of gliders and sailplanes are what allow them to harness the wind efficiently and glide for long durations. It's an incredible blend of science, engineering, and art.
Now that we've got a handle on how they're built, let's explore how pilots use them to navigate the skies.
Alright, let's talk about how pilots use thermal currents, ridge lift, and wave lift to gain altitude and navigate the sky. It's like a high-stakes ballet in the sky, with the pilot, the glider, and Mother Nature all playing crucial roles. First up, thermal currents. Picture a hot summer day The sun heats up patches of the Earth's surface unevenly. This heat is transferred to the air above, causing it to expand and rise. This rising column of warm air is what we call a thermal. Pilots of gliders and sailplanes look for these thermals, and once they find one, they circle within it, gaining altitude as they ride the rising air. It's a bit like an elevator ride, but in the sky. Next we have rich lift, and there's a bent, slide, ridge lift. This occurs when wind hits a barrier, like a hill or mountain, and is forced upwards. Glider pilots use this upward motion of air to gain altitude as they fly along the ridge. It's a carefully choreographed dance between the pilot, the glider, and the wind. The last type of lift we're going to discuss is wave lift. This is a bit more complex. When a stable, fast-moving air mass encounters a mountain range, it can create a wave-like motion in the atmosphere on the leeward side. That's the side sheltered from the wind. This wave can extend to great heights, and gliders can ride these waves, much like surfers ride ocean waves. So you see, gliding isn't just about gently descending. It's about constantly seeking these invisible elevators in the sky, thermals, ridge lifts, and wave lifts that can take you higher and help you cover vast distances. It's a fascinating blend of skill, knowledge, and a deep understanding of the natural world. Now let's move on to our next point. Let's shift gears a bit and discuss the safety measures, regulations, and flight procedures associated with operating gliders and sailplanes. While gliding is an exhilarating experience, it's important to remember that it's not without its risks. However, with the right precautions and procedures, it can be a safe and rewarding pursuit. To start with, every pilot must be trained and certified by a recognized gliding organization. This training covers everything from the fundamentals of flight to emergency procedures. It's a rigorous process designed to ensure that pilots are prepared for a wide range of situations. Glider pilots also follow a strict pre-flight checklist. This includes inspecting the aircraft for any signs of damage, checking weather conditions, and planning the flight route. It's all about minimizing risks before even leaving the ground. Once in the air, pilots have to adhere to certain regulations, such as maintaining a safe distance from other aircraft and avoiding restricted airspace. They also have to be constantly aware of changing weather conditions, which can have a significant impact on the flight. In terms of safety equipment, gliders are equipped with seatbelts and often also have parachutes. In the unlikely event of an emergency, these can be crucial for the safety of the pilot. Safety is also built into the design of the glider itself. For example, most modern gliders have a built-in safety cage to protect the pilot in case of an accident. In essence, safety in gliding is about a combination of training, planning, adhering to regulations, and having the right equipment. It's a testament to the importance that the gliding community places on safety, that incidents are relatively rare.
With that reassuring thought, let's move on to our last topic.
As we wrap up, let's take a step back in time and trace the history and evolution of gliders and sailplanes, their uses in aviation, and the advancements in gliding technology. The concept of gliding has been around for centuries. The ancient Chinese, for example, created kites that could carry a person, and Leonardo da Vinci made sketches of a human-powered ornithopter. But it wasn't until the 19th century that people started to design and build full-size gliders that could carry a human being. One of the pioneers of gliding was Otto Lilienthal, a German aviation enthusiast who made over 2,000 flights in his gliders in the late 1800s. His work laid the foundation for future developments in aviation. Fast forward to the 20th century, the Wright brothers used gliding experiments to refine the control systems for their powered aircraft. In fact, their first successful flight in 1903 was in a biplane that was essentially a powered glider. During the two world wars, gliders were used for military purposes, including troop transportation and reconnaissance. After the wars, gliding for sport and recreation took off, pun intended, with the development of more advanced and efficient sailplanes. In recent years, there's been a focus on using advanced materials like carbon fiber to make gliders lighter and stronger. Additionally, new technologies are being developed to help pilots find thermals and lift more effectively, making gliding an even more exciting pursuit. So, from ancient kites to modern carbon fiber sailplanes, the world of gliding has come a long way. It's a testament to the human spirit of innovation and our enduring fascination with flight. As we look to the future, who knows what exciting developments await in the world of unpowered flight. And with that, we come to the end of our journey through the world of gliders and sailplanes. Thanks for joining me on this fascinating exploration of harnessing the wind to traverse the skies.